Good morning, afternoon, evening. Back with another video. This case we are doing another EWU body cam video. I'm starting to experiment these just a little bit. I do have one uploaded already. It is by the same EWU, but it's a EWU like crime solvers or something like that. I can't exactly remember, but this is also from the same people. This time it'd be just mostly body cam stuff. So the title is called "Mom Realizes FBI Follows Her Son's Instagram." Now, I think you have to be a pretty crazy person to have the FBI follow you on your social media. That is absolutely insane. So we're gonna get right into this. And I'm very curious, what has he done is so bad where the FBI follows you on social media? I'm gonna like the video because I know I'm gonna like it. And let's get right into it.
Are you familiar with the username Incel Revolution Soon?
Yeah.
And have you talked about how all
Need adjust the volume.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Total Jewish bring forth now. Kill them all, lefties.
I don't know how much you guys would believe me, but on my end, that's just emotional banter.
A white male. Oh, a white male. He's so scary.
You,
What is wrong
you
with you
come
people?
up with one
They're
that's
FBI.
Nobody
They can
could have
see
reported
anything.
that. Yeah, because they're terrorists that
Watch
have
your
access
mouth.
and
Look
spy on
at-
people with the Patriot Act.
Okay.
You need to watch yourself.
That's fair. I can say all of this. This is free speech.
When an Instagram user, Incel Revolution Soon, shares a series of posts that draw the attention of the FBI.
Okay. Okay, like, I understand. I know a lot of people say, oh, I can say what I want. We can, Now, sure, that is true. I mean, in America, we do have the freedom of speech, but it doesn't mean you have the freedom of consequences, though. Sure, you can say whatever you want. I mean, whatever. But there are certain things that you say that can lead to certain consequences, though. So yeah, you can say certain stuff, but okay, I'm just repeating myself again. I'm not going to repeat myself again. Like I did that twice already. But yeah, I mean, you can say whatever you want to people, whatnot, but there's certain things like you can't like threaten. I guess you can't like aggressively threaten people. You can't, say certain things and then you're almost about to act upon it type of stuff. Or you can't like threaten certain people of power type of thing, because they would easily look into that type of stuff. So yeah, you could say it online, which I don't agree with that. I think certain things should just stay to yourself. Just don't say nothing at all. But if certain people are watching that, yeah, they're gonna investigate into that, and they're gonna come and grab you. Depends how severe it is. So yeah, say what you want, but remember, there are certain consequences to certain things that you say.
They trace the account to a home in Edgewater, Florida.
That's
There,
crazy.
A special agent clashes with the poster, who believes he's done nothing wrong.
Putting on the internet, you go to jail for that nowadays?
Yeah, if you're inciting mass murder of particular individuals, absolutely.
The following is
That's
based on
fair.
official police records.
That is fair.
Has never been seen before until now. Please note that any person charged with a crime is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On October 18, 2025, the FBI received a tip about an Instagram user posting what they describe as RMVE, or racially, ethnically motivated, and violent extremist ideologies.
Oh
Their
my.
investigation identified the user as 19-year-old Luke Nevcherlane.
19?
After receiving the tip, a special
Oh
agent
my
of the FBI
goodness.
arrives on his front porch, accompanied by officers with the Edgewater Police Department.
How you doing, dear?
Hi. How you doing?
So, Agent will explain everything to you.
Oh gosh.
Special Agent Rachel Fido with the FBI. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. What is this about?
Is this Lucas?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm glad that you're here as well. So
Is he saying something online? Is that? Oh.
Really? You're looking at what I'm saying online?
yeah.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
well,
Are you kidding me?
what do you think?
What is he saying?
Why don't you tell us what did you
All right.
Instagram account, I get banned on there.
What's your Instagram handle?
Why would I need to tell you that?
Brother.
Because I'm asking you a question.
I'm not going to answer that question.
If the FBI is at your house asking you a question, it's for a reason.
Board-certified criminal
That's true.
defense lawyer Bruce Rivers reviewed this case and shared his perspective.
Okay,
Please note
nice.
that all legal opinions expressed are solely Bruce's and not reflective of EWU.
He
Okay.
does not have to say anything to these officers. He could say, I refuse to answer any and all questions. Now,
Yeah,
you
that's
don't
true.
have to Mirandize him here because he's not in custody.
Sure, it's for a reason.
That's fair.
I mean, what the is this?
Oh, Luke, come on. What am
What am I saying online? I've done nothing incriminating.
be disrespectful like that.
I've not been a criminal.
What did he say something?
We'll talk about that in a
Act like
second.
I'm a terrorist.
But why would you say that?
I mean, there's certain things you say gives that implication.
We're only terrorists. We talk to a lot of people.
Oh my goodness.
So why would you say
He has never been in trouble for doing anything, but what are you writing, Luke? What are you saying?
Not saying anything.
So I'm concerned that you said terrorist because that's a big word, and that why would you think we were here to talk to you about being a terrorist?
He said, I'm not a terrorist.
Right, but that's a big word that most people don't just throw out there.
Luke doesn't answer the
I mean,
question.
that is true. They don't just throw out
Explain her
that word.
concerns.
So first and foremost, for safety, are there any guns in the home?
Yes.
This one.
Okay, what type of gun is it?
Glock 43, shotgun, AK.
Okay.
My dad also.
Yeah, his dad has guns.
Are any registered to Lucas?
No.
Okay. Do you have them locked up in a safe?
Yes.
Okay. Does he have access to those? Okay.
Well, I know Luke doesn't have guns, and you could look at it, you could see what they have. I have no problem with any of it.
Do you know of any time that he's been able to access the guns without?
No, he doesn't even shoot.
Let me.
Remember touching a tan and black AK?
All right, hold on. Let me check on this. Make sure it's on the. Make sure it's good quality. Okay. What the high? Oh, almost at the highest, but it's fine.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, okay, he probably picked up something of.
Okay. So I'm going to show you a picture.
Pose with it. It's just
Okay, well, now we know. Now we need to know what you did.
really.
Luke,
This is serious, honey.
they take it serious. You can't just
What?
act like.
I can't pose with a gun.
Do you know who that is in the photo?
It's me.
Okay. Is that the
Yeah.
gun you were talking about?
Oh,
The AK?
yeah, it's, you can't do that, Luke.
Really.
Especially if you're saying threatening stuff.
I didn't
you
say
can't.
anything threatening. It was a picture.
Then why is the FBI
It
knocking
was
on our
supposed to be
door?
funny.
Yeah.
Because they're alphabet
Oh,
agencies, you know, our government
Oh.
Watch your
Okay.
mouth.
terrorists.
Well,
Okay. But no, there's a reason the FBI is at your door. Okay. They don't just come to people's door just for the heck of it, just to say howdy neighbor to to the community. They don't just do that. They have a more important job than just go to door by door. And there's a reason. They've done their investigation. They know where you live at. They know about everything, and now they're gonna come to you and confront you. You know. And for him to say that, oh, there's the typical alphabet, the all government weird stuff and everything, but that's he say, she say, whatever. But it's still a pretty big deal if the FBI is at your door. You saying something that bad where they have to come down to you, that's pretty insane.
They are.
They're trying to protect
Stop.
us.
No, they're not. They don't protect
Yeah.
anything.
watch your mouth.
When was the last time you've seen the FBI
Like that
in
big
Edgewater?
So the concerns that I have are these are
Stuff you're posting online, that's how they have it.
the FBI was contacted because people were very concerned about some of the posts that you were sharing.
You know what Homeland Security is?
Terrorist organization.
No. Man.
Just saying the word again.
You need to call his father.
He's very immature about this stuff.
Yeah.
Are you his biological mom?
Yes.
I'm sure about
Yes.
these things. I'm an American citizen, and you come to my home for a post.
What?
That means
It's not the
nothing. It's
picture.
not
Yeah,
threat at
because
all.
the
something
posts that
you
you're making
said.
online,
Yeah, it's not the picture.
are federal felonies
Ow.
because that's the statute.
If you're
It's a federal
saying
felony.
what you're saying, they
That
take
means
it
What did
prison.
I say in that photo? It's just a photo.
It's not. Oh my god. He's not getting him. It's not just that one photo. Because they showed you one photo, and not because you have a photo with a gun in it, and he's like sitting there laughing, whatever you want to do. That's not the problem. People do that all the time. That's not the problem. They don't just go after you with one photo like that. They usually go after multiple photos or multiple like posts, multiple things that's happening, you know, where they're seeing a pattern that's been going on for a while, to say, okay, let's go ahead and take care of this problem. Let's go ahead and talk to these people or whatever. One post usually doesn't do that. There have to be multiple posts. So it's funny when I'm saying, well, if they only show me that one photo, that means that that's a photo they're going to come after me. No. And again, he's trying to use this freedom of speech thing to make sure, again, sure, say what you want, but there are certain things that you shouldn't say at all. That's my opinion. Literally say whatever you want, but like I said at the beginning, there's going to be consequences to certain things that you say. Simple as that. And just because you have the freedom of speech to say whatever does not mean you can literally say whatever. Especially multiple times over and over and over and over again. But that's just me. I think general people have a common sense to like, no, sure, I could say it, but I'm not going to. You know, it doesn't help the situation. Maybe it makes it worse or whatever. We have the freedom of speech, and we also have the freedom to do whatever we want, action-wise. All right. You chose to speak whatever you want to say online. You chose to do the action of posting it online. All right, and this is the consequences.
I mean, free speech. What the?
When you cock off online, it can have implications. I have a case right now where all my clients said, I'm not leaving X town until so-and-so is in a coma. I filed a motion to dismiss that because it's just, but you have a First Amendment right of free speech, but not any speech. You can't bring a car to theater. You know, just like you can't bring your own food. I mean, I tried that once. I tried to bring my own food to a movie theater, and I got kicked out readily because the barbecue smoke was just too much for the theater owner.
Yeah, exactly what he said. I mean, yes, you got the freedom of speech, but you can't just say everything. Exactly that. It's a great example. You can't just yell fire in the middle of a theater. You can't just yell, you know, explosive devices or bombs or whatever at the airport. You cannot do that. Like, no. And that's another crack, and now you're but now you're creating panic and fear amongst the people, and that could potentially get people hurt or injured. In which you are gonna be blamed for that because you said something and the result of that is people got injured because of that. And they're panicking, they're fearful for their lives. Yeah, and you can't just say anything.
I'm about to plan an attack or
not
something.
threatening.
You're treating me like I'm a criminal.
I don't know what you said,
I've done
though.
nothing incriminating.
They have to take it serious.
Okay, I like to point out that you're not being treated like a criminal because you're not in handcuffs, you're not being detained.
All right, then.
Okay, so let's point that out there. Let's be very clear about that.
Before the agent asks her next question, she tells Luke that lying to a federal agent during an investigation can result in a felony charge.
That's crazy.
True. If you lie to a federal agent,
it's true though.
You know, I've got a case right now where my client is accused of that, and it's a federal felony.
Are you familiar with the username Incel Revolution Soon?
Yeah.
Okay, what is that?
It's just a handle I had on Instagram.
So it's your handle on Instagram?
It was. It's gone now. It's
What happened
banned.
to it?
It just got banned. It gets banned all the time.
Have you ever said anything like everyone? That's my instincts. That's what my instincts tell me.
I mean, I've said it before. It's just jokes.
Okay.
Well,
Have you talked about how all women need to be masked?
No. What?
That's crazy.
Luke, watch what you're saying.
What about the exact
Zip
phrase?
it.
Women
No,
need,
I don't need it.
I know
women
what.
need to be.
I watch all the true crime shows. I know exactly
No,
what.
I don't need to hear
But
that.
your
$5.
Instagram handle was Incel Revolution Soon, correct?
It's just a joke.
Okay. So did you say it or was it a joke?
I have no recollection of saying that phrase now.
Okay.
Of course you don't.
Hearing a all foids.
I mean, yeah, I probably said it before.
Can you explain what a foid is?
It's just female humanoid. That's what it means. It's just a men term.
What?
It's all just posting. It's all posting.
You might be thinking in your head that it's a joke, but it's not a joke to put stuff like that.
What about
the
what about the phrase "I'm going to commit mass murder before I"?
I've never said that. Not that I know of.
I hope you didn't say that, Luke.
What?
What she just said. Have you said stuff
Show me
like
the
that?
proof. Show me I've said these things.
Have you said that you wanted to?
Well, she has a proof, more likely. That's why. I mean, she has a proof. Obviously, that's why she's here. They have the proof before. Probably either the Instagram got taken down, or they contacted Instagram for information about a particular person. I mean, again, it's not a reason that FBI doesn't walk up into people's homes and say, "Oh, hey, what's up? Hope you have a great day today." You know.
Joking around, just...
Everyone said they had everything. Everyone's had thoughts of that before.
The special agent explains
Everyone has thoughts of that
still
before.
be harboring these ideations, but he assures everyone that he's not.
I know, well, his friends or whoever he talks to online, they all kind of joke with stupid lingo like that. But he's never...
Yeah. Listen, there are First Amendment protected rights. Absolutely, we care about those, but we also care about written threats, and that's where things are not protected. Those are not protected rights.
Yeah.
So making written threats online is a federal felony. So what about something like total Jew now bring it forth? It will happen soon, brother. It's all falling into place.
What?
Oh, Luke. Do you ever remember saying anything like that?
I mean, I said it, I know.
This particular conversation took place
That's
between
crazy.
and another Instagram user by the name Sea Salty Man, who sent Luke what police describe as an anti-Jewish video. They traced the account to Luke's 19-year-old close friend, who they later questioned about the messages.
I have a very certain opinion on Jewish people. Now, it's
You're
not
allowed to have.
which it's not all Jewish people. It's just people that so happen to be Jewish that do evil things.
After Sea Salty Man sent the video, Luke replied, "I don't hate them enough. I need more hate, more hatred.
Oh my.
Total Jewish now. Bring it forth." Sea Salty Man responded, "I'm done with this. Let's start the revolution." To which Luke replied,
Oh, he's part of it too.
It's just dumb. Okay, so there are stuff that is dark things that are very serious. I can't speak for him in that. That's just not something I keep up with.
Sure.
In any sense. Like, you know, that's just, I really don't even know what to put that. I just don't think about it often.
When you say you don't think about it often, what do you mean by that? Like, you don't think about his statements often, or you don't think about...
Like the political ideologies. Like, it's just
I
not
see.
something I'm so fantasized in.
You're a little bit nervous, you're shaking and
This is
things
the
like that.
first time I've ever had an interaction with the police, like, justice are on my own.
And keep in mind, everything
That's
you say
fair.
can and will be used in a court of law.
Let me just be
I believe that's fair. I mean, yeah, he looks a bit nervous, but so far he seemed to be more talking, and this is a good thing. The other guy, who was dismissive about everything, he's very open to talk. But like the lawyer says, everything that you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. So, at the same time, I want to watch what he say too.
straight up honest with you. Take a deep breath, relax. At the end of this, we're not putting you in handcuffs.
Oh, I
we're not
know.
taking
It's
you-
just like...
I just want you to be relaxed and know that this is literally just a conversation all of us are having, and when we're done, you go back inside and we get back in our cars
Yes,
and leave.
I know. I'm just...
I just want to put you at ease, and I'm not sure if you were nervous or anything like
No,
that.
I am, but like, it's just like the very first time I've ever had to interact with
I got you.
an FBI agent.
In contrast, Luke's own conversation with the agent grew increasingly tense as
Yeah.
she shared more of Luke's statements with his family.
Yeah.
This is absurd to me.
Luke. What about you get a gun to... I'm going to get a gun to... That's what I'll do after a public area.
Who knows if I said it? or
Oh
not?
my gosh, watch your mouth, Luke.
Do you know who Elliot Rodger is?
Yes, of course I know who he is.
What is he known for?
Elliot Roger.
He was a guy that couldn't find love, and then he went and shot up a place.
Oh,
In May of 2014, Elliot Roger
I've heard about
killed
this,
6
I think.
people and injured 14 others. Before the attack, he
Yeah,
uploaded a video to
I remember
YouTube in
this.
which he said he wanted to punish women for rejecting him, and expressed resentment toward men,
which is
He
insane.
cited as an influence on several perpetrators of subsequent mass attacks.
Incel,
You
sure.
mentioned incel in your username. What is
Yeah,
it?
it was
What's
a
an
joke.
incel?
Involuntary celibate.
Okay. So that's what Elliot Rodger was. Is that
Sure.
correct to say?
I suppose.
Sea Salty Man was also later asked about this particular subject, where the agent went into further detail.
What do you know about incels?
I just know it's a kind of people. I don't know. I honestly couldn't even give you like a detail
So
for
you know
what it is. I don't know what it is, honestly. I just know it's a term that gets used online. People like Nick Fuentes, if you know who that is, get called like incels and stuff. It's just something like, sorry, give me, it's like involuntary celibate.
I just think that's just a weird term. Involuntary celibate. Can you think of a worse fate?
The concerns
Oh my
of
goodness, okay.
Your statements that you're making are very similar to what Elliot Rodger believed and did.
Really?
Yes.
Luke, you know he knows that. It's not.
What?
Why would you even
You know
use that?
exactly what she's talking about.
I don't
It's
even
a
know who it
meme. There's multiple people on Instagram, thousands of people that call themselves incel revolution soon. Oh, I'm a true cell. Everyone says that.
But some of the stuff you're saying is not.
Who cares? They say it too. Do they show up? Do you show up at their houses and interrogate
Yeah,
them?
I'm
concerned about you.
And anybody?
Today,
How do you know that?
About me. I mean, I want to know if you do this to other people.
Man, how would you know that other people say the same thing? Not everyone's like that. Sure, people can be incels or whatever. Don't mean that they're gonna have the same. They're gonna say the same stuff like you do. Everyone's different. And same with you right now. You know, to most people who are incels or whatever, they don't say stuff what you're saying right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most people are in their own lives, doing their own little thing. They go online, yes, they're gonna do some little jokes about certain things. No, people make jokes, and then they move on. We get to the point that where an FBI is literally coming to your door for something that you say on Instagram. That's not a good thing. Again, you're doing something that you should not be doing. Plain and simple.
You go to other people's houses and harass them like this.
if there are
Those are obvious
concerns,
jokes.
if there
Who
are,
reported me? Like, who
What makes
reported
it-
me?
what
What's
makes
the
it
It's on the,
obvious?
yeah, but you put it on the
They're
internet.
FBI.
Nobody
They can
could have
see
reported
anything.
me.
Luke, when you put it out
Who
there,
would have
it's-
reported me? My
it's
own
seen.
friends? They're the only ones that seen these things.
How would you know?
Whoever
How would
you're-
they even know who I
If it's out
were?
on the internet, anybody can see.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. The moment it's put on the internet, anybody can see it. Sure, maybe not your friends that report you for it, but someone else who's a stranger can see that and report that. He's so ignorant. Oh my goodness. He is so ignorant, and he sounds so stupid too. Like, he really thinks that he can like say whatever he wants to and have no repercussions of his actions.
I mean, it shows you on
Luke.
Instagram who views your post.
They have access to everything.
Yeah, because they're f***ing terrorists
Watch
that have
them
access
out.
and
What
spy on
the-
people with the Patriot Act.
Okay.
You need to watch yourself.
I don't care. I
what
can
do you-
say all of this. This is free speech.
While it isn't clear who reported Luke, many of his posts were publicly viewable.
Exactly.
You come to my house to try and intimidate me and try to silence me. Is that what you're doing?
Luke,
Yeah,
We're here to ask
that
you
is what you're
questions.
doing. So you're asking me questions, and I don't need the answer, do I?
No.
Why are you here?
You absolutely
Can
don't
you
need to
leave?
answer questions.
Luke,
Can you leave and never come back?
watch your mouth.
Is that
You know-
possible for you two, or all four of you to
Luke,
do?
stop. That's no
Is that
respect.
possible?
No respect, because what you're writing stuff that's not funny and it's not a joke. So stop. Don't
What's,
put your hand
what's
up.
funny and what's not
Listen to how
funny?
he's
Who's to
talking
say?
to-
Yeah, well, I say it. It's killing people. None of that's
Am I
funny.
under arrest? Am I going to be
No,
detained? Are you
stop,
going to
dude.
charge me for
You
these
better
things?
stop.
Does any of this matter? Do I need
It
a lawyer?
matters. You call your dad and get him here.
Luke's brother heads inside to call their dad, who will soon arrive and get caught up to speed. The salty man, the
my
FBI
goodness.
agent, continued sharing what they found in their private messages.
Again,
Oh,
I'm not here
dear.
to tell you to have your own opinions about certain groups or anything like that. But do you recall talking about more than 110, or in a conversation, more than 110 million non-white foreign individuals in our country? America is truly a hole. Does that ring a bell?
I know how he is. He's kind of racist. I'm not even gonna lie. So that sounds like something that could have been said. Now that line specifically doesn't really ring a bell, but it kind of.
What about something that you may have said? I'm done with. Let's start the revolution.
Okay, I saw that in the file. So I remember when that happened. That was with the whole Charlie Kirk thing, and that was on September 10th. And Lucas was the first person I was like texting and stuff, and we just got into one of those like arguments, not arguments, like
Debates.
not debate. We were like on the same side, but we were just like
Fired up.
flaming, like just pretty much dumping. That's what that was.
Okay. What about like follow up with that though? Him saying it will happen soon, brother. It's all falling into place, and then your response was, "I'm not waiting." And then a discussion from you further was, "This tyranny has infected the human race since the dawn of the Jews." Then he responded, "You have to blowing a fuse and committing an act of terror early benefits no one. It's when Breivik was retarded."
Anders Behring Breivik is a Norwegian terrorist who carried out attacks in Norway on July 22, 2011. He first detonated a car bomb, killing 8 people, then carried out a mass shooting at a youth camp, killing 69 more.
Jeez.
And then what about
Wait, I think I remember that one actually. I think I remember hearing about that one. Dang, I forgot about that. If I remember, I completely forgot about that whole incident. I did remember something did happen up in that area too. I didn't. Dang, okay. A while ago.
continuing on talking about Breivik, he bombed leftists in Norway, and what came from it? Really nothing at all. He went to jail. He lit his fuse of hate early. We must all light our fuses together, not individually, and create such an enormous explosion, not a small insignificant one, that completely obliterates the system so we can rebuild it anew. And your response was,
That was something he said, okay.
that's one way to think about it, but that's to invoke one singular explosion. It needs to be a chain reaction. The hate for true evil needs to spread. And that was your response. Total Jewish bring it forth now. Log the lefties.
Are those last few things you said were like conversations that he had with me?
Correct.
Okay.
Some of your responses.
Yeah,
there's
you had some responses in there as well.
Okay. Could you read those to me?
Your response to you need to blow it all up and win. Then you followed up, your response was, it's bigger and more grand than just to the section of one race. It is a fight that will require every last soul on this planet until its dying breath. And then further on he said, them all lefties.
I don't know how much you guys would believe me, but on my end, that's just emotional banter. Because that was around the time of the Charlie Kirk thing. That should be on September 10th or 11th, right? That's all that was. And since then, obviously, like I've calmed down and most of the world has. But at that day in specific, it was just a day where no one knew really what was going on or like the full severity of things. I didn't know that he was a, a Republican at the time. So that's bad on my end because I'm just saying I don't know about. That's how I see it as. I'm just talking out of my
So you probably thought it was one of those minorities or something that you have some sort of particular viewpoint against.
Someone that has committed something like that within the past few years. Like maybe not like a black person or like a person of color, but maybe like someone that identifies in the LGBTQ space, because that happens before too, like the transgenders that have like shut up school in Nashville, or the dude that tried to assassinate Trump was on that end, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know at the same time. So.
According to police records, an Edgewater detective also
Interesting.
chat Luke was involved in, which discussed the topic of school and workplace shootings.
Oh
What was the
dear.
name of the group chat?
Serial flexers.
Serial flexers.
The federal agent attempted to question Luke further.
Did you ever say blowing it all up with incel rage all?
How do you expect me to recall in my mind everything I've ever said?
See, the big difference between these two people is that his friend, he's pretty open. He's willing to talk about things. He's willing to at least express himself on, not really express himself, but at least able to say certain like what he said and his response to it. Like he's saying, like him saying that I was just riled up at the time, and I was just like emotionally charged on some of these messages, but he's like simmered down now. At least he's giving some type of response, whether you believe it or not. I mean, that's based on individual people on how they take that. but at least he's actually pretty responsive. He's talking to them like normal. He's not rejecting them. He's not giving them a hard time or anything, you know. And then I think his name is Luke here. It's the complete opposite. Very arrogant. Like, I don't know what you're doing here. I can say what I want, type of thing. I haven't said that, or I already know I did. I said this or whatever. You know, it's yeah. It's the exact opposite. Complete 180 between the two. Now, my guess is since the lawyer or EWU, the commentator, didn't mention that anything you would say can and will be held you against court in the court of law, I'm thinking that they both might be arrested, potentially. That's what I'm thinking at the end. We're 18 minutes or 19 minutes in, so we got like a good 20 minutes. 28, actually 12 minutes. Something like that.
Pictures of it. I guess that's me. Is it me? My f***ing hand's covering my face.
Yeah. Well, you don't think it's a big deal what you're saying, but
it's a f***ing joke. You should. I'm a teenage boy.
Yeah, but it's not a joke with what you're saying.
You're actually an adult.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Luke.
The federal government cares that, Charlie.
Yeah, I'm about to say the government cares.
Anyone to see, and they have to take it serious because they don't need people going out shooting people and killing people.
There are f***ing immigrants coming here r***ing people that are illegal aliens. They're doing this because I have a European descent. That's why they're doing it.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's why they're doing it. A white male. Oh, a white male. He's so scary.
You
what the
come,
f*** is wrong with
you come
people?
up with, watch your mouth.
Like, how do you live with yourself?
Stop.
That has nothing to do with anything. Oh, I swear. Oh my goodness. This is why there are some people you just can't talk to at all, right? And people who express this type of personality, you just can't talk to them to certain things, because no matter what they say, they're gonna turn it up. They're gonna turn it around and say it either something involving with politically, something with race or whatever, something involving that, and just twist it and then it's going heavy on into that direction. And it's like, dude, we're talking about sandwiches. Why are we sitting there talking about Italian bread and then we end up talking about Italy and talking about, you know, the negative things of Italy? Like, I'm just like, what are we doing here? It's just, I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird.
Stop. It has nothing to do with your skin color. It's what you're saying.
It is.
It's what you're saying. Now stop.
Luke has already been told that he's not being detained or placed under arrest, leaving one of the officers wondering where this may be heading.
If anybody else
What's going to be the end result here? It's going to be 10, 15, 10, 12 or what?
Roxy.
No, this is it, huh?
Legal name is Nina?
Yeah.
Just doing an investigation.
So, with your consent,
She's gonna
because
end
this
up
is your
doing an
home, I
investigation.
would,
Like, not today. Not today.
Sure enough, the federal agent has a larger plan in motion, one she will not be revealing today. In the meantime, the situation grows more tense when Luke's dad arrives at the scene.
Sure.
It's a joke.
Search the house.
No.
Let's catch him up on everything first.
So you know, I asked why I say
It's some of the stuff that Luke's been doing online. Nobody even knows about it
Memes
till
on
now.
Instagram. I post things and they take it seriously and they come here and try to threaten us and search the home and think I'm a terrorist or something.
Because some of the stuff he said.
Yeah, free speech. I mean, what the f***? They've acted like I'm committing a crime.
Quit swearing.
No, this is absurd. I'm angry.
Well, too bad. You can't do crap like this.
So there's First
What
Amendment
the-
rights, of course, but when it becomes a written threat, it becomes a big concern.
It's just a joke, and they.
This was posted on.
It don't matter, Luke. That's serious. You can't do that.
Because you're not taking it serious. It's not a
So what
joke
do
to
you want to
everybody
It's
else.
not serious at all. It's laughable. It's stupid.
No, it's not. Stop.
With Luke's dad now informed of why they're here,
Oh dear.
visits her earlier concern about guns in the home.
I can take all my weapons and put them in a gun safe
That would be great.
at my shop.
That would be.
I thought they were in your safe in the room.
No, not the gun.
And this is to control, but this is strictly because of the safety concerns that we're having. As an example, some of the threats were
women need to be in mass.
Oh my gosh, what the?
I'm gonna get a f***ing gun. That's what I'll do after I a public area.
Are you kidding me, Luke?
Everyone, that's my instinct. That's what my instincts tell me.
I don't want to hear none of that. I'll
Dad's like over it.
What questions do you have for me?
None really. It's all a shock to me. I didn't know any of the pictures. I didn't know any of this stuff. Because they all think the buddies he talks to, it's all a big joke to slander different ethnic groups and all the stuff they think is funny.
And that's First Amendment protected.
Yeah.
It is. No matter how you feel about it, it's First Amendment protected. But what is not
Yeah,
protected
well,
is the written threat. So
Yep, exactly. Exactly. When it comes to like a written threat like that, that's when the First Amendment does not necessarily protect you. Again, you can say what you want, but when it comes to like a written threat like that, or you're actually threatening somebody, something, or whatever, that's where that First Amendment is not protecting you. Yeah. Again, people really think that the First Amendment means that you can literally say and do what, or more say, literally say whatever you want to, and there's not a single repercussion from what you say. That's not true. It's definitely not true.
No, many of the mass shooters have been incels.
Oh yeah, you can't.
It's a joke.
I don't care. You don't say. You don't.
They killed.
Obviously, it's not a joke because the lady's here.
True.
It does. No. They don't. I'm 56 years old. I never had the FBI come to my house.
No.
Because
Kind of bull.
it's hard to explain to you people.
Well, yeah. Well, you got to work.
Explain to you people. Okay.
The agent asks for a chance to look in the home and ensure there are no weapons in Luke's room. Luke speaks out against it, and his family seems to lose their patience with the teen.
There's no charges. They can't search our house. I'm not under arrest.
Okay, Luke.
They can't
Quit
get a
running
strong
your mouth.
You shut
Go
your
inside.
mouth.
Go inside.
You know what?
Don't go inside.
Hey, go inside now, please.
They can see the guns. If I say they can see them.
So
True.
he can't.
True. I think whoever owns the house, or whoever has like the name on the house, they're the ones get to say yes or no on who can enter the house. And lots of police ask permission to do so, and you say yes. That gives them that right to say, okay, we are legally into the house because the owner says yes. You're allowing them to do such thing, and they can look around. Now, I think what they can't do, they can't search through stuff. They can't do stuff like that, because that falls on the Fourth Amendment, and I believe you need a warrant to go to a more thorough search and able to seize items that's deemed suspicious or something that's pertaining towards a particular crime. Could be wrong, but I think that's the case for this.
Not. If the parents say, go ahead and search his room, Luke can't say, I don't want you to search my room. They can get permission from the parents.
Yeah.
Just shut your face.
I want him to stay outside the house, to be honest.
Just. What?
He's mentally ill.
No.
Go inside.
Listen, you're not making the situation any better with your negative stuff.
Because you guys need to take it more seriously.
Yeah, well, I'm taking it real serious. That he's moving all the guns out. Yeah, I am.
You gonna take the Xbox
Yeah,
away
yeah.
from her?
I'm gonna
You know
take
what?
all the out.
This is not the time for that,
Well,
okay?
because I'm trying to get her to
It's
take it
not
more
the time.
seriously.
I just
Not
now.
the time for it.
Just like always, he won't get in trouble for anything.
Okay, how am I not taking it serious when we just found out about it? All the guns are going out.
Because you're trying to get rid
Go,
of
Go inside.
go.
I don't
What is that?
bottom us up with them.
Oh, you know what?
Oh my goodness
I
gracious.
don't.
And then call somebody and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
How about that?
The federal agent and the members of the Edgewater Police Department at the home, having obtained enough information to secure a warrant for Luke's arrest. 6 days
Fair.
later, officers descend on the teen's home under the cover of night.
Hands
Nice.
up! Hands up! Come out here!
Walk out straight desk, please. All movements to the resident.
In what, 12 days?
Don't go back.
No, don't go back inside!
Come out to us with your hands up.
Lucas, hands up!
Everybody hands up.
There's the suspect right there. That's him.
Go, go.
Lucas, stop, guys. Stop where you're at.
Left leg forward.
Down on the ground, down on the ground. Lucas, get on the ground.
Are you kidding me?
Put your hands behind your back. You guys know exactly what this is about.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
They came the other day.
Yeah.
Don't say anything.
Stand up.
You hear me?
They came the
Somebody
other
clear
day,
the
but
channel.
What is it
What's going
now?
on?
What is it now?
Warrant for arrest now. Let's go.
What for?
The same thing.
Because of the phone.
No, you may need the phone.
What was it for?
The same thing. Yep.
So why is this now?
What do you mean?
Why do they come now?
Because it's when we have a warrant for it.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, don't say nothing.
So when you're charged with a crime, they can charge it out one of two ways. They can charge it out by summons, where you get a letter in the mail and say, you have a court date on this particular date, please come to court. Or they can charge it up by warrant. And in cases that involve violence or potential threats of violence, they do it under the cover of darkness, and they do it without telling you. So
Yeah,
after that
that's
first
fair.
visit with the FBI, what I would have recommended for him to do, call a lawyer right now.
Yeah.
The prosecutor. They would have had a heads up. And what we do is, okay, well, he'll turn himself in. You're gonna do it. Issue the warrant on Friday. He'll turn himself in on Friday.
Turn around, face the bed of the truck. You got anything on you gonna poke, prick, stick me?
Yeah, that's fair. When it comes to stuff like this, I think you should immediately lawyer up. I think a lot of people say that too, whether you're innocent or you're guilty, to just immediately lawyer up, so you're protected that way.
I just want to make sure. Gotcha. You've got a warrant for your arrest for written threats to kill or do terroristic attacks. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Spread your feet.
This is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the post, I agree. That was all
This
crazy.
this is not ridiculous
I think it's ridiculous. Why didn't they just take him that day then?
because they didn't have it that day. It requires investigations. This requires time.
It does.
I know what he was saying. I agree with that. That was all wrong, but
Well, this is the result of that.
Yeah.
It's taken very seriously.
They can't just
Very seriously, yes.
you can't just get a warrant that same day. It takes time.
It's not a young kid. It's nothing to do about that.
Well, I think I know the kid.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand he's your son.
Here, put it
He's
this
not gonna go kill somebody.
Do you know that?
Put it this way, right? So put it this way. If something does happen and we did nothing about it, then, you know.
There's nothing to do.
Hold on.
He's here all the time.
But
He's
But-
not. He
listen,
don't leave.
he's not.
But that doesn't mean anything. He can still leave the house whenever he wants to. Sure, right now, that you know he doesn't leave the house or doesn't do anything. Doesn't mean he's preparing on a preparing himself in a background to do something. Oh my! I swear, I feel like some of these parents or guardians or whoever, they're really trying to lighten the situation, and there's nothing to lighten too. It's a heavy situation, and they're saying no, he's a legal adult. He's 19. He's a legal adult. He can walk out the house anytime he wants to. He could go to a friend's house or do whatever that he wants to, and sure, my question why is he gone? Where is he going to? Sometimes it's too late for that. So I get to be a little irritated where parents keep telling their kids, oh, he doesn't do nothing like that. He doesn't ever do this or do that or whatever. But you don't know that. You know the best you can, but doesn't mean that you know every single thing about your own son or daughters, or just kids in general. People got nefarious ideas that they don't tell you about, and they're sometimes secretly working in the background of you. They're not going to tell you that. Obviously, that's why would they do that and expose themselves like that? No.
In the prison cell, So at the end of the day, you have to understand that kind of stuff can't be taken lightly with the way the world is nowadays.
That's true.
His mom heads inside to get a pair of shoes for her son. His dad continues speaking with police officers.
Yeah, for put on the internet, you go to jail for that nowadays.
Yeah, if you're inciting mass murder of particular individuals, absolutely.
If what do you got? Name names, or you just?
No, you don't need to. You don't need to name names if you say that you're going to mass kill. Yes, that's not protected speech.
Free speech is a protected constitutional right. However, there is a point where it goes from being free speech to being a crime.
Any espousal of violence is no longer free speech. You cannot incite or request or make any attempts to say anything about violence. That becomes no more free speech. If you just simply say, I hate insert X group here, whatever. That is what it is. But you can't start espousing any kind of thing that says, I'm going to kill anybody. That's where it becomes a problem. A major problem. In fact, because the state of Florida deems it a second-degree felony, punishable by 15 years in prison.
He don't leave the house.
Great. Right now he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's decided he's ready.
Yeah.
He can't not take stuff like that seriously. And we
That's true.
will never not take that seriously.
While behind bars, Luke reaches out to his brother in a recorded jail call.
I don't know what they're thinking, even though I meant nothing of it.
Yeah, well, you're just going to have to be honest and tell them that, and you need to apologize.
Yeah, I know. If my friends talk to you or whatever, I don't know if they're going to ask you questions.
Well, I'm sure everyone's going to be asking questions, and of course, everyone around here is constantly looking at that for new mug shots because they got nothing better to do. So people are going to find out.
Oh, they will.
And it's humiliating.
I don't know, Luke. Just you need to say some prayers or something.
Yeah, you're acting like I'm getting hung on the gallows in Nuremberg or something.
No, but you gotta go through this. I mean, you brought it on yourself.
That's true.
I feel like I knew this would happen. It was just a joke on the internet.
It's serious. They can't ignore that. That's how bad things happen.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Luke's fears that his friends would all find out were eventually realized as this conversation between Sea Salty Man and the FBI took place after Luke's arrest and his subsequent release from jail on a $10,000 bond. Fully aware of Luke's legal consequences, the teen works to make his stance clear.
I'm just going to put this on the record. I won't and can't relate to going and wanting to shoot up a place. That's absolutely mad. But certain people, I guess, can just because that, like, ambiguous anger that has, like, built up in some people, especially like that sit in the house all day. They have no outlet, and all they do is they're chronically online. It's just not healthy.
What are your thoughts now, looking hindsight?
Definitely watch my emotions, and he definitely should do the same. Like, are you talking about, like, what I've learned from the whole experience kind of
Not
thing?
really what you've learned, but what are your thoughts about his likelihood to maybe act on any of these types of threats?
I think that's a joke.
At what point does a joke become a reality? What's the line?
Very good question.
Yeah, there's a very thin line.
It depends on, like, certainly, like, the circumstance. But with this, like, with this specific situation, with him going out and harming something, I could sit here and say, because I've known him for so long, that I've seen the patterns, and who knows, but, you know, changes. So, truthfully, I don't know.
The special agent and Edgewater police also visited the home of another of Luke's close friends.
Oh, wow.
According to police records, Luke had sent him what they described as numerous threats and derogatory comments against women.
One being like, I hate women so much it's unreal. Just seeing them makes me seethe with rage. Knowing other men women and I can't makes me seethe with rage. It makes me want to become a terrorist. World. Even if I ascended and somehow attained a woman, I would never truly love her. I just beat her. I hate them.
Wow.
When I read it.
Jeez.
I don't remember.
No.
Sounds like he's just kind of got his blockers on and not really paying attention to it.
And I know he's just like I am. We're like, oh yeah, that's them. Whatever. You don't think anything. But then he started saying it, and we're like, whoa, the world's different now. You can't say this in online in certain words, and we've seen it. I mean, we're living it.
Right. And you can call it a joke as much as you like.
Right.
But a lot of other people have called it jokes.
Absolutely.
And have acted out.
Right. And
that's true.
Very excessive to me. So I would have.
No, that is very true though. There are people that does say those stuff as a joke, but don't act upon it, and then those that do the same thing, but they actually act upon it. And again, it goes into a line on where it falls. Like, is this a joke? Should we take this seriously, or do we not do nothing about this and we just, you know? Again, that's why it's important to like really understand on what you watch, what you say online. You can't just say everything. You know, and sure, it could be emotionally riled up. I mean, people have emotional moments where they do or say certain things, but it still doesn't justify certain things. On how am I gonna word it? People can be emotional, obviously. People say emotionally charged statements and whatnot, but you still have to watch what you say too. You can be emotionally charged, but you have to watch what you say. You can't just go all out and say everything that's on your mind like that. You can't. Especially if it's over and over and over again. And it comes to the point that you know you're so emotionally charged, you're so angry about certain things, you're upset, you know, just because you stay in the house all day or whatever, and it can become an issue. So you can be emotionally charged when you're writing things. Just got to be sure that you gotta be careful how you write it, you know. But you cannot be just throwing stuff like this, you know, openly saying I want to do this or do that, do this or do that to people. Like you can't do that. You know, but like the opposite said, you can say like, well, I hate this type of people, or I hate this particular race, whatever, gender, or whatever. But you cannot just put outside of that, oh, I hate these people and I want to do this to people. You cannot do that. So, yeah.
Him to keep having these, and I hope it is just a kid talking, but that definitely would put a concern. That I'm not trying to be mean, but I do think he's not allowed to come around just for, I don't want to take any chances.
That's fair, yeah.
According to court documents, a 19-year-old Lucas Gregory Nevcherlane was charged with 1 count of written threats to kill or do bodily injury.
Dang.
He entered a plea of not guilty and is currently still out.
That's fair.
The case
I
is
figure he'll say that.
and a pre-trial hearing has been set for May 20th, 2026.
Oh, wow.
Special thank you to Bruce for reviewing this case.
That is literally 4 days from now, after this recording. In this case, it might be out already by the time that happens. So, but yeah. Hold on. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Very interesting video to say the least. Yeah. Again, just watch what these guys say online. You know, you can't just go out and say everything. You don't know who's watching. You don't know who's recording or screenshotting things. You just don't know. So yeah. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, all that good stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.